Elets for the opportunity and for this good panel. I'm George Kuruvilla. I come from broadcast industry, and I was 23 years with Doordarshan and All India Radio, and I come from the engineering services of and chose to be in broadcasting. And for the last 4 years, I'm in BECIL, which is a 100% owned public sector unit of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. So as Mr. Das was saying, that BECIL is the only PSU in the center domain and in the maybe the state domain as well, which looks after the education. And we are the only public sector unit in the broadcast domain. So when we talk about education, we basically make studios, we make transmitters, we make FM transmitters, we make community radios transmitters, we manufacture community radio transmitters as well, and install all these units. So when we talk about education, how a particular program need to be recorded, a lecture need to be recorded, stored and distributed, that is our key focus area, and we are experts in that area. We can, we are very good in transmission to the satellite mode, the terrestrial mode, through the fiber, through the cable, and that is what we have been looking after all these years. Whether it is the Raj Sabha TV, the Lok Sabha TV, the education studios in education institutions, community radios across the country, FM private radio, what we listen, the common infrastructure has been made by us. So how we can use the communication technology in the broadcast mode for reaching out the education into the vast domain. We also understand that most of the country is not connected to the fiber yet, and it will take long years, even despite we try very hard. When we fly across, and when we look down from the aircraft, we can see as soon as we pass through a city domain, we can see a cluster of villages, spread across, the country. And how do we reach out, through the cable to those distant locations? So we have to use a mixed mode of satellite communication and terrestrial transmission, the FM radios, and put a community radio right in that village, which is produced by their own people, in their language, in their, culturally, which is acceptable to them, and teach them, whether it be primary education or a whole lot of other, socially relevant themes can be taught through these small community radios as well. So I would just stop at that because we have very short time. Thank you very much.